Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and getting into the holiday spirit. Today, I have a wild and slightly chilling story to share with you about some unexpected encounters during what should have been cozy holiday cheer. It's a ride that goes from the warmth of Christmas lights to shadows lurking in the corners. So buckle up and grab some hot cocoa, because this is going to take you on a journey through the highs and lows of the holiday season. Let me take you back to a time not so long ago when I found myself navigating the treacherous waters of single life. After a 2-year relationship came to an end, I thought I would be reveling in my newfound freedom. You know, the classic narrative of enjoying my solitude, going out with friends, and rediscovering myself. But reality hit differently. I was back home, alone in my corner townhome nestled in a quiet community. I found myself swiping right and left on dating apps, hoping to find that spark with someone new. It felt quite different in my late 20s compared to the carefree college days. Days turned into weeks, and though I met a handful of people, none of them seemed to click. I'd often reminisce about the conversations I shared with friends over our experiences in dating during college. Those were the days when you could simply meet someone at a bar or a party. Now, curiosity turned into frustration as I navigated through shallow conversations and awkward encounters. At this point, my job as an accountant, while paying well, was far from thrilling. I was yearning for excitement, for connection. But as the weeks rolled by, I realized that swiping on Tinder often left me feeling lonelier than before. The novelty of being alone wore off after the first month, and I began to feel the weight of isolation. Then one day, like a holiday miracle, I matched with a girl named Tracy. We began chatting and exchanged snaps. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it felt refreshing. I hadn't spoken to her for a few weeks until she suddenly popped up in my messages, commenting on my Snapchat story about Christmas. Now, here's the twist. With the holidays approaching, I was finally excited about something. Tracy struck up a conversation about the Christmas spirit, suggesting we do something festive together. I was all in, bathing in the thought of holiday cheer. As we chatted, I tossed around classic Christmas ideas, like ice skating or visiting the local market to capture the holiday vibe. But then Tracy suggested something unconventional, decorating my Christmas tree together. I hesitated at first. My faux tree needed attention and was hidden away in the attic. But after some playful negotiation, I convinced myself it would be fun and agreed to her coming over that evening. It was a decision that would change the course of my night. As excitement bubbled up in my chest, I rushed to the liquor store to grab a couple of bottles of wine. I can't remember the last time I had company over for something as innocent as decorating a Christmas tree. When I got back to my home, I sprinted about cleaning up everything, determined to create the perfect holiday atmosphere. 9 p.m. rolled around, and I was sitting upright on my couch, half distracted, trying to act casual while waiting for Tracy's arrival. My heart raced a bit at the thought of meeting her in person. It was nerve-wracking, yet exhilarating. After what felt like an eternity, I finally received a message from her saying she was outside. As I opened the door, I was taken aback. Tracy was taller than I expected, standing at least a couple of inches over my 5'10". She strutted in, her alluring perfume filling the space, but there was something boiling beneath the surface. As we settled onto the couch, I felt nervous energy crackling in the air between us. She accidentally spilled wine on my light blue couch just moments after our toast. An omen? I composed myself, reassured her it was fine, but inside, I felt a flicker of uneasiness. As we assembled the tree, her quirky behavior surfaced. There was an unsettling lack of social cues. Her laughter, her movements, it all started to feel a little off. I poured her more wine, trying to ignore the odd vibes and enjoying the holiday music playing in the background. As we decorated, I decided to get the ornaments from the crawl space. I lugged the heavy bins up one by one, excitement mixing with the bubbling apprehension in my stomach. But when I returned upstairs, a sense of dread engulfed me. Tracy was gone. Initially, I thought she might be in the bathroom, but as I called her name, the unsettling feeling escalated. What seemed like a fun evening quickly turned dark. I checked everywhere. Her absence was palpable as my heart thudded louder against my chest. When I finally woke from what felt like a strange daze, I realized I was lying on my couch in complete darkness. Panic coursed through me. I fumbled for my phone, checking the time and trying to piece together the moments that led me here. Confusion wrapped around my thoughts. And then in the dark, I spotted her silhouette by the stairs. I felt paralyzed. Was it real? Tracy? I called out softly. There was no reply, just silence gripped me as I looked closer. When I flicked on the flashlight on my phone, I could see her face faintly illuminated, her expression frozen and void of warmth. In a panic, she dashed toward the stairs, her footsteps echoing sharply down the hallway while I sat there, immobilized by fear. The next few moments felt like a blur. I noticed the eerie stillness that fell over the room. The heaviness enveloped me. I was alone again. After she vanished into the night, I jumped to my feet and began searching the house. What I discovered left me breathless. My heart sank. My home felt violated, the cozy atmosphere now replaced with remnants of dread. Every little detail struck me. The missing medicines, my prescriptions gone without a trace. I called the police, reporting the robbery, sharing every detail I could muster. The officer on the phone seemed doubtful, certainly as doubtful as I felt. My blurred memories from earlier began to clear. This stranger had taken advantage of my solitude. Looking back, I couldn't ignore how naive I had been. This wasn't just a strange encounter, it was a reminder of how quickly trust can be broken. Tracy, or whatever name she went by, had woven herself into my life for a brief moment, leaving behind chaos and fear in her wake. Every holiday since then, I felt a shadow lingering behind the festive lights, a reminder to be cautious. I learned that not every pretty ornament holds joy. Sometimes they hide a darkness that can creep in without warning. Fast forward to December 2022, when I thought the holiday spirits would lift my spirits yet again. I planned a romantic getaway to the Poconos with my girlfriend Charlotte, hoping this time would be different. We drove through the snowy roads, excitement bubbling up as we envisioned all the cozy moments ahead. When we arrived at the Airbnb, it was beautifully decorated, a warm haven surrounded by nature. I felt that shiver of joy, anticipating a magical holiday season. As we settled in, I sensed something wasn't quite right. The atmosphere shifted when a stranger knocked on our front door that evening. We decided to ignore the banging, but it left an eerie tension in the air. Little did we know, danger lurked closer than we thought. As I wrap up these stories, I want to stress that the holidays should be filled with joy and light, but always remain vigilant. Trust your instincts, because when it comes to your safety, the unknown can often lead to unsettling surprises. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through holiday experiences, a mix of joy, misfortune, and hard-learned lessons. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tales. Until next time, stay safe out there, enjoy the festive spirit, and keep an eye on those shadows.